also phrased, so it's...
The public school's job is to breed inmates for the prison and dead bodies for the cemetery.
They need some milk.
And I hate that for me. Her earpiece radio, and she was like, actually, we're finna shut it down, so you might as well leave. Where are my keys?
What's up to all the ladies in preview?
She wanna know and start up a business. I make it knowing that she trying to get out of the mix. Shawty is born legit. Shawty is born legit.
At 9 a.m. I look a hot mess. I'm gonna make it. Better late than never. She's probably gonna hit me with the Andrea, thanks for joining us. I double dog dare you, please don't be raining. It rained a lot last night. There's so much to talk about. So much I gotta fill y'all in on. We're setting up for Super Hump Day.
It's also phrased, so it's...
Can I get eggs, potatoes, ham, 100% That was an overall view of my bed. I am going to make my bed. Last night I changed the sheets. Slept so good. I'm gonna make it up today so that half of my life will be somewhat together. Where are my keys? Please, Lord. Got them. Let's head to the 12 o'clock. It's actually a little breezy out here today. Got on a crew neck and some leggings, really basic. Good morning. How are you? Good. How are you?
We have sophomores, which I'm going to be a sophomore next year. They thought it would be a great idea to just have us with one option for housing and everyone else.
Sorry guys, if you can hear popping sounds in the background, it is actually July 3rd, 2025, and I'm editing this video, so people are popping fireworks like crazy. That was SpringFest day 5. I had a full day of class that day. My schedules were set up Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Friday was my fullest day, but I filmed this video on a Wednesday. I showed you guys that they were setting up for Super Hump Day. Almost every Wednesday, our school has Hump Day, and it's this Wednesday at noon celebration. They line dance. They have different DJs. Our school has a couple different DJs, DJ Nell, DJ Pooh. There's a couple. They had a DJ battle one time at school. They had Super Hump Day.
And so, she be like, Daddy, bring your ass home. She like it deep. It's me to me.
I had videos before this clip of them strolling because that Monday was probate. That Wednesday they do Super Hump Day, which all the Greek life who is technically still legally on the yard, I don't know if legally is the right term, but instated in their yard activities, get to stroll and do everything and show off their new members at Super Hump Day. They also do it at Burning Sands, but Super Hump Day is really the biggest time that they can do it. I had class after Super Hump Day. I had a 4 p.m. and there was going to be this day party, but the day party started like right after Super Hump Day. I couldn't go to it because I had class. So me, Shari, and Gabby all had our 4 p.m. biology class together, and then after we got dressed for the day party, which was like bikini themed or whatever, and try to go to it. So we pull up, like, I don't know if I can legally park here. So I get out the car and I knock on the sheriff's window and I'm like, hey, is it okay if I park here? She said, which car is yours? And I told her which car was mine. She was like, hold on. She gets something to her earpiece radio and she was like, actually, we're finna shut it down, so you might as well leave. So, okay, you ain't gotta tell me twice. So we left and we found out that there was this event going on campus called the Aux Cord Wars, which here was the flyer for it. We ended up going. We had a great time.
Oh my God. Aux Cord Warriors on my life. Get you a t-shirt.
They need some milk.
Y'all got that money.
And so we got to see You Been Where? With who?
I know you want to join me.
For real? Really? That's how you feel? With who? Emanuel Hudson came. He was a surprise guest. And then we got to know some of the DJs that were there, and they ended up inviting us to the city, but all of us were underage at this point, so none of us went out with them. It was kind of a cool offer. Now I probably would have gone out to the city, but hey, we didn't even have IDs or anything to be able to get us in, and like I said, we were all underage, so nobody was really too interested in going. And there was a party that night too, but it was by College Nation thing, and they're not really big. There's different promoter groups in PV. Family First the Mob is really good. AR Promos is really good. They throw oil spill each year. That's Rondo and Asante. AR Promos. But College Nation is one of the newer ones that isn't always best. And then there's another promo group that throw White Boy Wasted. That's a party themed. You'll see that in season 3 of the College Diaries. It's a party and they play more pop music. They dress up as frat boys. I ended up winning a gift card. I don't know where that gift card is, and I hate that for me. Everybody who went, me, Gabby, and Shari all won prizes. I think I won a $50 gift card. Gabby won $50 cash, and Shari won something. I don't know, but we all had a good time. We had this phenomenal picture. But after Aux Cord Wars, the College Nation party was like 90s theme, so I wore this outfit. I did a whole photo shoot.
I gave you the keys to my soul. You still don't believe, baby, I know. He came from Jamaica, he owned a couple acres, a couple fake visas, cause he never got his papers. Gave up on love and heartbreakers, but he was getting money with the movers and the shakers. He was mixed with a couple things, bought like a couple rings.
I did a whole photo shoot. It was really fun. The next morning, although I did wake up late, I did wake up in enough time not to get a seat, but standing room only at Dr. Umar. I told you guys a couple vlogs ago that Dr. Umar was coming to PV. Here's some clips from his speech.
Otherwise known as Queen Mother Harriet Tubman, escaping from slavery, earning her freedom around 1849. Queen Mother Harriet Tubman, who stood about 5 feet and about 100 pounds soaking wet, took it upon herself after earning her own freedom to make 19 journeys to the South to help other enslaved Africans gain their freedom. After liberating her mother, her father, and most of her siblings, her slave master put a $40,000 bounty on her head for her capture, dead or alive. Her parents begged her not to go back, helping more enslaved Africans earn their freedom. But Queen Mother Harriet Tubman, being the woman of courage that she was, told her mother and father, do not worry about me. This mission is from God. And if God tells me that it's time for me to stop, then and only then will I stop. Incarceration. The 4th stage is psychological frustration. The 5th stage is premature extermination. First they miseducate, then they special educate, then they medicate, then they juvenile incarcerate, then they psychologically frustrate, and the 6th stage, they exterminate. The public school is a breeding farm. The public school's job is to breed inmates for the prison and dead bodies for the cemetery. Now we got a shortage of black female teachers now. You know why we got a shortage of black female teachers in America? Because when black women go into the teaching profession, you are punished for being a good black teacher. They never promote you. You never get a downtown job. When they know a black woman cares about them kids, take my credentials, take my ability to earn and pay for my children's lives, and I might have to rob one of y'all. I never thought about robbing nobody. I never thought about stealing nobody. I never thought about hustling no credit cards. I never thought about stealing parts off a car. But when you create social desperation, people do what they gotta do to feed their children. And one of the biggest problems in juvenile justice and adult criminology is every time they talk about the black community crime, they always talk about more cops and more jails. But for my sociology majors and my criminology majors and my psychology majors, have we ever seen a reduction in crime because there was more cops? No. Have we ever seen a reduction in crime because there was more jails? So then why are you hiring more cops and building more jails? Because you made America think that the black man is doing what he's doing because he's made that way. Listen, in 1940s America, who were the drug dealers? In 1940s America, who was running the liquor booze operations? In 1940s America, who was the racketeers? It was Jewish gangsters, Irish gangsters, Italian gangsters. They were the drug dealers. They were the criminals. They were the racketeers. They was the gangsters. And guess what America did? America gave them an economic stimulus package. They gave the Italians the fire departments in the black community. They gave the Irish the police departments in the black community. And they gave the European jobs the downtown municipal civil service government jobs in order to help them improve their life. And what happened once they gave the Jews the government jobs and the Italians the fire departments and the Irish the police departments in the black community? Crime went down in their neighborhoods. What they see black men doing today is the same thing white men did 100 years ago. It ain't no different, and they can fix it just the same, but they don't want to. And part of the reason they don't have to is we not fighting the way we used to fight. NAACP don't fight the way she used to fight. Urban League don't fight the way she used to fight. Congressional Black Caucus don't fight the way they used to fight. Black Church don't fight the way they used to fight. Fraternities and sororities. I hope to God y'all find something more constructive to do than party march.
It was really good to see his views and hear him in person. He did an HBCU tour and he talks at a lot of different public events. I'm glad that I got to be there in person. I know a lot of people disagree on his views, but whether you like him or not, he is a great orator. However you say that word. He gets his message across in a clear way with catchy phrases that he's known for. He has a point to some of his messages, definitely about keeping the black family together, how crack in the 80s has severed the black family along with welfare. I'm just hitting a couple of his base points, but he breaks it down in a way that does, I'm not gonna lie to you, in some ways makes sense. Not that the government's responsible for it all because we're all our individual people, but he does have a point. You guys can see, that is my mom and my godmother with the curly hair, and the wavy hair is their other friend. They really look like sisters, I'm not gonna lie, but that picture's from 2011. The SPRINGFEST stuff only continues more. I got on the mechanical bull with one of my friends, Des. We got on the mechanical bull together. I lost my Fenty lip gloss, y'all. I was so sad. We had a fun time. What is my motto? Hello, sometimes you gotta do things for the experience. All right, so yeah, that's how I got my start on YouTube.